What you hate about yourself might be what you inadvertently seek out to hate in others. This is something, of course, I've noticed in my own behavior throughout my life, but it's also something I've observed in other people's behavior and the way they speak about other people. There's never been a scenario where someone's talked shit about somebody else and they didn't have the same insecurity that they were making fun of in the other person. And I think this is often because if you are insecure about something, you really hate something about yourself, it's the only thing that you focus on. It's in the forefront of your vision. So that's all you tend to see in others as well. And so you can't take your mind off of it. Back in the day when I had, intense body image issues, as I'm sure a lot of people do, the only thing I ever focused on initially when meeting another woman was her size in comparison to mine, because there was some sort of validity, whether or not I was smaller or bigger or whatever. And that's often how I led my interactions with certain people. And I look back now and think about how exhausting that was for me to always have that in the forefront of my mind and to only ever consider that as the first step in meeting new people. And it also only ever chipped away at my confidence and my self-esteem when it came to my body image. And yet I continued to perpetuate that cycle because I always sought out in other people that same insecurity in myself. So this video is both for you to maybe see this behavior in yourself, and if you maybe do it to other people and you don't like it, but it's also for you to recognize it in other people and the way they speak to others and giving you a bit of an insight into who they are and what they might be struggling with. And I think once you do notice this in people, you can then decide, okay, is this somebody that I want to keep in my life? Or you can maybe have a bit of empathy for them and understand, okay, they're also struggling with things that maybe I've struggled with in the past. And so maybe it doesn't necessarily make them a bad person, but pointing out that behavior could help them as well in their own journey. But then there are also people who just don't want to change and are comfortable maybe being that kind of person who seeks what they hate in themselves in other people. And so that's not necessarily your part to change them, and that's okay. It is really just about you finding the right people for you and being in situations that are comfortable for you with this newfound awareness.